Hello family, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. In today's video, I'm going to share with you another delicious dinner recipe that I know you're going to love. Soft layered garlic chapatis with some yellow bean stew. Let's get straight to the video. To my mixing bowl, I'm going to add 1 kilogram of all-purpose wheat flour. I'm going to set some of the flour aside for dusting. And then to my flour, I'm going to add half a tablespoon of salt to taste, and then I'm going to mix my dry ingredients together well as shown in the video. And then I'm going to add 950 ml, that is just close to 4 cups of warm water bit by bit as I mix and knead my dough thoroughly as shown in the video. So to make layered chapatis that are soft, you have to make sure that when you're making your dough, you use warm water. So in the end, your chapatis turn out soft. Make sure you use warm water and not cold water for your chapati dough, especially when you're using all-purpose wheat flour. My dough is now almost ready. I'm now just going to add 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. You can use melted butter or margarine. And then all I'm going to do is to knead my oil into my dough as shown in the video. In the last part of making my doughs, I always make sure that I go in with my fist just to make sure that the dough is super soft and lumpless. And then right now I'm just going to round up my dough as shown in the video, and then I'm going to rub a little bit of my oil on top of it as shown in the video. And then I'm going to grab my polythene right there and cover it with my polythene plus the lid on top. And then all I'm going to do is to rest my dough for at least 20 to 30 minutes. So when our dough is resting, let's go ahead and prepare some vegetables. I peeled some garlic and prepared it. I'm now just going to go ahead and chop my garlic as shown in the video. So you can chop your garlic finely, and for me the garlic was just passing through my knife, so I decided to crush it in my mortar right there. I'm also going to chop some coriander there finely as shown in the video. So for this mixture, we are going to be using it in the next step in this video. So you are going to need this particular mixture. Actually, it's not optional, it's a must, it's mandatory. Then after chopping my coriander, I'm just going to go ahead and add it to my silver bowl right there, plus my crushed garlic. And then I'm going to adjust my garlic. I'm going to add half a tablespoon of garlic powder into the coriander. I'm also going to add a 1/4 tablespoon of cayenne pepper to give my mixture a little heat, and I'm also going to add a pinch of black pepper. And then to this mixture, I'm also going to add some cooking oil, and again you can use melted butter or margarine. So for me, I added exactly 5 tablespoons of cooking oil, but I later adjusted the oil. I'm going to set my vegetable mixture aside. Then I'm going to be checking on my dough. I'm just going to uncover my dough right there as shown in the video. It's already past 20 minutes, and like you can see, our dough is super soft. I'm going to knead my dough for a few minutes, for like 2 minutes, and then all I'm going to do is to cut my dough into tiny pieces as shown in the video. I cut my dough into 15 pieces, and then all I'm going to do from here is to turn these particular pieces into balls. I'm just going to make those beautiful tiny balls that you can see right now, and then I'm going to roll it around my hand to make the shape a little much neater. So for the dough that we made in this particular video, you will make 15 to 16 balls, and they have to be that size that you can see that I'm making right now. we did the rest of the balls off camera, and like you can see here, I have exactly 15 balls and they are so neat and they're looking good, and this dough turned out so soft, you guys. You have to make sure that you knead your dough with warm water, like I said in the beginning of the video. So moving on, I'm not just going to be rolling out my dough. I'm going to dust my board right there as shown in the video. Today I'm going to share with you a no-fail style to making layered chapatis. So this style, I've been doing it for some time. I found it on the internet and I really love it. So all I'm going to be doing is just rolling out my ball as shown in the video to make it larger, almost the size of my board right there. As you can see, I'm just taking my time to roll this ball to make it larger as shown in the video, and I'm using a rolling pin for that. And then after that, all I'm going to be doing is to apply my vegetable mixture. I'm just going to apply it all over my dough right there that we just rolled out, and I'm using my spoon to just spread it really well as shown in the video. So you can use one of those tiny little brushes if you have one at home. If you don't have one, just grab a spoon and apply your mixture to your dough. And then moving on, I'm going to be cutting the middle of my dough as I'm doing right now. So when you're doing this, just make sure that you leave a 1/4 inch all around your dough. So when cutting the middle of your dough, just make sure that you leave a tiny space around your dough. Don't cut your dough until the edge of your dough. I hope you've seen that and I hope you can understand what I'm saying. And then all I'm going to do after that is to just stretch my dough as shown in the video. And then all I'm going to do is to just roll it around my hand to make a layered ball. So you guys, I really love this style and I want you to pick a few things from it so you can make no-fail layered chapati recipe at home, and it's quick and easy. You just have to take your time. So I'll leave you to watch me work on these 3 balls that I shot, and then I'm going to be working on the rest of them off camera. I'll leave you to watch me for a little bit and I'll be right back. So you guys, another important thing that you have to make sure that you do when you're making your layered balls, just make sure that you cover them so they don't dry up. And like you can see right here, all our layered balls are ready. So let's now just go ahead and let's work on the next step of making our layered chapatis. So from here, all we are going to be doing is flattening our layered balls into a beautiful circle. So for this, as you can see, I'm using my chapati board right there and my rolling pin. I'm just going to be flattening my ball right there as shown in the video to make a beautiful circle. So you guys, the circle doesn't have to be so perfect, but you have to try to make a circle. Don't make anything else that's not a circle. And like you can see right here, our first ball is ready. I'm just going to set my raw chapati aside, and then all I'm going to do is to work on 2 more balls as shown in the video. So I'll leave it to watch me for just a little bit and I'll be right back. let's just go ahead and move on to the next step. I'm going to preheat my pan until medium hot, and then all I'm going to do is to add my raw chapati right there as shown in the video, and then all I'm going to do is to spread it and make the circle much neater, since when we were adding it the circle got a little crooked. And then I'm just going to cook the first side of my chapati until the upper part of my chapati dries up. That will take 1 to 2 minutes. And then I'm going to flip the other side as shown in the video, and then right now I'm just going to apply my oil to my chapati around and around. So for this part of the video you can use butter or ghee, melted butter or ghee. After applying the oil, I'm just going to flip the side that I applied the oil on, and then I'm just going to cook it for 3 minutes until it turns golden brown. So you guys, I'm using low heat because when I make my chapatis, I always multitask. I do the rolling and I do the cooking too. So that's why I use low heat so my chapatis don't burn. Detail it. After the first side of my chapati is ready, I'm just going to flip the other side. And I made sure that I applied oil on both sides of the chapati, and like you can see there, our first layered chapati is looking good. I'm just going to remove it from the pan because it's ready, and then I'm going to set it aside. So I'm just going to be repeating the process, except I'm going to be editing it a little bit more so our video doesn't have to be longer. If you're new to my channel, welcome and welcome to Beyond Aroma of Kenya, where I make simple recipes perfect for ordinary families. Check out my other videos and kindly subscribe to my channel to support me. I see you guys watch me a lot, but you don't want to support me. To support me, just subscribe to my channel. And like you can see right here, that chapati looked so good, you guys. And I hope you are following up so you can see how to make your chapatis at home, you guys. And just make sure that you watch all of these videos so you can see the last part of this video, that I'm going to be preparing my yellow beans and the tips you need to know when you're preparing your beans at home to make it extra tasty and good. To my channel, welcome and welcome to Beyond Aroma of Kenya, where I make simple and easy recipes perfect for ordinary families. Just make sure that you check my other videos. I do lots and lots of step-by-step tutorials, cooking tutorials for beginners. Check out my other videos. I have lots and lots of playlists in my channel. If you're looking for dinner, breakfast, snacks ideas, just check out the playlist on my channel. I know you're going to love a bunch of my videos, and just make sure that you subscribe to my channel to support me to create more videos like this. And also make sure that you turn on your notification bell so you don't miss my new uploads. Our chapatis are now ready, and this is the fourth one that I've been working with. The rest of the chapatis, I'm going to cook them off camera. So let's now just go ahead and prepare our beans. First, I'm going to be preparing my vegetables. I'm going to chop my coriander right there. And this coriander is from the fridge. It's a little frozen, that's why it looks a little weird. And then right here I have my green onion. You can use any of your onion that you have at home.
I don't know how long the beach follower.
And then all I'm going to do is to set my vegetables on a plate. I'm also going to be preparing some tomato. For the tomato, I'm going to be chopping 3 medium-sized tomatoes as shown in the video. So guys, those are the only vegetables I'm going to be using on my beans. Moving on, I'm going to be adding a little bit of my oil to my pot right there. And then to it, I'm going to add my chopped onions. And then all I'm going to do is to fry my onions to golden brown. You can use peppers and you can also use garlic and ginger paste. But for me, since we already made garlic chapati, I didn't see the need of using ginger and garlic paste. And as you can see right here, my onions are already golden brown. I'm then going to go in with my chopped tomatoes. And then to the tomatoes, I'm going to add my salt before I cover them so that they can soften much quicker. Actually, that's a cool hack if you want your tomatoes to soften much quicker. And like you can see, in just a few minutes, my tomatoes are already soft. I'm going to mix that well, and then I'm going to be adding my seasoning. I used 1 tablespoon of Royco. Royco is just a seasoning. Yeah, you can use any of your favorite seasoning that you have at home. And then I'm going to be adding my beans. So when I always make my beans, I love to add my beans when they are dry. Yeah, and then all I'm going to do is to just mix that gently, and then I'll let it simmer for at least like 5 minutes. First, I love to add my beans when they're dry without any soup on it. It will make the taste much better. Yeah, this is the part of the video that I really wanted you guys to watch. Then moving on, right here, this is when I'm now going to be adding my bean soup. And then I'm also going to be adjusting my water. I'm also going to be adding my chopped coriander. So guys, when you are cooking your beans and then you add your beans when they're dry without the soup, the taste becomes much better rather than when you just add the beans together with the soup. I hope you've learned something new. Actually, I picked it from my sister and I love the taste that it brings when you add the beans when they're dry. And then all I'm going to do is to just cover this up, and then I'll let it simmer for 10 minutes. And like you can see right here, our beans are ready and it looks so good, you guys. I hope you're still watching this video. I loved making this video and sharing it with you. And this is how our beans look. I'm now just going to be serving my beans, and then I'll go ahead and show you how our chapatis look. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. It means a lot to me. So you guys, this is how our chapatis look. They look so good, you guys, and they taste even better than they look. They are so layered and they are so soft, you guys. Check out my other videos in my channel. I have lots of chapati tutorials that I know you're going to love. Go check out my green onion chapati / mincemeat stew tutorial that I did a while ago. I loved that dinner recipe. Go check it out. I know you're going to love it a lot. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching, and kindly subscribe to my channel for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.